created by Republic Act No. 4583, sponsored by floor leader Marcelino R. Veloso, a former congressman of 3rd District of Leyte. This institution was formally opened on June 20, 1971 in a rented private house owned by Mr. and Mrs. Nicanor Genosa. It was situated in the southernmost portion of the town proper of Isabel. On June 6, 1978, the name Isabel National Rural High School was changed to Isabel National Agricultural and Vocational School, or INAVS, through the approval of the Prime Minister. This new name conveniently described its functions as an agricultural school and afforded a wide range of vocational course offerings which were highly demanded in the community. On June 2003, INAVS became Isabel National Comprehensive School, or INCS. It proudly stood up as a DepEd affiliate under MOA 2002. Buildings, equipment, and other facilities were usufruct from the old administration, the latest state university, Isabel Campus. Despite all these shortcomings, the school has remained solid and bright. Isabel National Comprehensive School envisions for a change in facilitating learning, setting each teacher to be holistically developed in terms of its faculty's professionalism. The school continuously plans for its improvement process, personalized learning, and well-being. Part of the plan is to seek the aid of Microsoft for educational transformation. The school's ultimate goal is for the students to be ready for the future and develop lifelong skills for them to become globally competitive.
Greetings to students, educators, and parents who are watching us today, and we are hoping that you have a great time.
We are the grade 11 students from Isabel National Comprehensive School from the Division of Leyte. I am Valerie Mendoza.
I am Nino Carlo Magno.
I am Dishan Kylo Roman.
I am Mark Adam Rivera.
We are student Minecraft builders.
Our school tried to adapt to the new normal by integrating ICT innovations in our modular distance learning. They attended numerous webinars to ensure that they could give us a good schooling experience despite the pandemic.
From being Microsoft Innovation Educators to Minecraft Education Edition champions, our teachers tried their best to be up to date to technology that will help us students.
And of course, we students should not pass up the opportunity to create, learn, and enjoy at the same time. So now, let's proceed to building our Minecraft world!
Hello everyone, and this is the Minecraft Education Edition. And today we're talking about biology, and it is all about plant cells. So if we go right here, we'll meet Joshua, and he's gonna talk about the pandemics and stuff. So they need to close the village with their magnificent gate. So we're gonna proceed. And first, if we go here, we're gonna get disinfected by these potions. And if we go through, we can see some little fireworks show. Ta-da! And here we found Anna. So if we talk to Anna, she's gonna say about the absence of the chieftain, and if we go into their chieftain's house, we can see their son. So if we go here, this is the chieftain's house, or also called as the nucleus, which is one of the most important part of the cell. It contains DNA, which is used to replicate another one to itself. And if we go here, we can talk to Greg, which is basically Giorgio Rigori, but he's also called Greg. So if we see right here, it is just a bunch of codes. It's like normal DNAs. They're just codes, elemental codes. So basically, this whole structure is a nucleus, and it contains the nuclear membrane, which are the walls of this house, and also the nucleolus, the one that helps produce ribosomes, which we're gonna talk about later. But first, we're gonna put it to our portfolio, and we're gonna put nucleus right here, and another one here. So next up, we'll go to the stable, which Thorsten is there. So he used to be an adventurer, but he took an arrow to his knee. So this table is actually the smooth and rough ER. So what does this do to the cell is it builds and transport materials for the cells to use. So we're gonna put in the portfolio, we're gonna put smooth and rough ER. The only differences to these two organelles is the rough ER has some ribosomes in it, while the other one doesn't. So that's the only difference about those two. So if we go behind this table, we can see these green contraptions, which we can see they are also powered by the solar panels. So we're gonna take another one, pick here. So these actually are chloroplasts, and they convert sunlight to sugar, which is the plant's food. That's why, and they also contain chlorophyll, which makes the plants green. So here we put chloroplast, and the other picture. So what do? Is they convert some water and some carbon dioxide to make it into glucose and oxygen. Glucose is just basically a simple sugar. So if we go behind these constructions, we can see these pumps going in and out, probably an engine of some sort. So this house is basically the mitochondria, or the powerhouse of the cell. So what does it do is it converts food into energy by breaking it down and converting it to ATP. So we can see Cardell here, he doesn't want to talk to us. So we're gonna go ahead and put it to our portfolio. Chondria. So next up, we're gonna proceed to the ribosomes, which we talk about a lot. So ribosomes is an organelle that helps the cell produce proteins. So here we can see some proteins, another proteins right there, and we're gonna snap a picture and put it to our portfolio. Ribosomes. So here we see Alan and his glorious lumber mill, and which in comparison is the Golgi body, because it processes and packages material for later use to the cell. So here we can see the processing here. We're gonna take this salmon, of course, so our character is a little bit hungry. We're gonna eat it in front of Alan, and we're gonna take a picture right here. So as I said earlier, this is a Golgi body which prepares and packages materials for the cells to use. So we're gonna head to the last structure inside the cell, which is the storage house, and we're gonna meet Balin here. So he's gonna say some weird stuff about fishing, even though there's no river inside here. So first, we're gonna check in these barrels. You can see there's a lot of baked potato, there's a lot of breads, there's a lot of dried kelp, and if we go here, we can see some cooked pork chops and some water. So this is basically just food and water. So I'm gonna take one because I'm gonna drink it later since I got thirsty from that salmon that I ate. So you can see there's a well here which it helps to store water. So basically this is the vacuole, the vacuole of the cell which stores food and water. So we're gonna take a picture here and we're gonna put it to our portfolio. Vacuole. So for the last part of the cell, we're gonna need to go outside. But first, we're gonna ride this little pig. Since riding a pig is not an everyday experience. And we're gonna go out. Hello, Anna. Bye, Anna. And fireworks. And we're out. So here, this is I think the part of the plant cell that is very useful to them, which is the cell wall. It is only present in plant cells. So what does the cell wall does is it to provide protection and to provide shape for the cells. Cell wall, and tada! And that is the end of our Minecraft biology session. So that's the showcase to this world, and I hope you guys enjoy.
The second structure coming up next. Here we have made a personal computer, or PC in short. This structure represents the ICT of INCS. Magnificent, isn't it? This is just a tiny piece of Minecraft's potential. We were tasked by Mr. Daniel Temporada to build this structure in order to showcase that Minecraft is capable and compatible to be introduced with education. This is a mouse. A computer mouse is a handheld pointing device that detects two-dimensional motion relative to a surface. This motion is typically translated into the motion of a pointer on a display, which allows smooth control of the graphical user interface of the computer. This is a keyboard. A keyboard's primary function is to act as an input device. Using a keyboard, a person can type a document, use keystroke shortcuts, access menus, play games, and perform a variety of other tasks. So this is the CPU. Computer Central Processing Unit, or CPU, is a portion of a computer that retrieves and executes instructions. The CPU is essentially the brain of CAD system. It consists of an arithmetic and logic unit, or ALU, control unit, and various registers. This is a computer monitor. A computer monitor is an output device that displays information in pictorial form. A monitor usually comprises a visual display, circuitry, casing, and power supply. So we are finished in our Minecraft Expo. That was all. Thank you for joining us in our exploration.